And we are back for Acts 3 and 4. A pretty interesting act ahead of us, wouldn't you say?
I'm stoked for this act. High options to take on elites, good options to get some cards out. Time Eater to test our metal.
Especially the fact that you were talking last floor about wanting to hit early shops so we could remove cards from the deck, and it just gives us two that are as spaced away from each other, or as little space between them as could be.
Yep. It's perfect. Couldn't ask for better.
Ooh.
Oh my. Wow. We get to seek our seek if we want.
I love it.
Wait, oh, that is the seek. That was the... Wait, no, there's the seek.
Yeah, it's the other seek. Seek the seek, get the apotheosis and the electrodynamics.
And then the big thing is just making sure that we get that the enemy lives long enough for us to play our genetic algorithms, which looks pretty solved here.
That's the first genetic algorithm, right? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Didn't even need that anyway.
I'm surprised you just threw out that genetic so casually instead of holding it for next turn, but I don't think that it's going to matter.
Yeah, I may have thought this fight was a little bit more solved than it necessarily was, but it's not far from being there.
I think it's going to be fine. Yeah. And making space, I mean, that's important. We got to get to that genetic. You know, Runic Pyramid plus Dead Branch has a bit of a strange interaction. It's part of the reason why Turbo gets very, very, very strong, because it can become easier than ever to get hand locked. And that might not matter with things like Seek and Dead Branches giving you good cards, right? If you draw only 3 cards, but you already have all the best cards in your deck in your hand, it doesn't matter that you didn't draw 5 cards. But it can matter for us sometimes when we're hunting to get Darkness online, or we're hunting to Apotheosis or something like that. So the more energy gen or like discard, the better.
Do that and then revoke it, getting it back instantly.
Smart play.
Then I might just go Turbo. Revoke again. No, that only does no damage this
Play
time.
out Barrage Strike just to open.
How about play out and use the compile for the possibility of hitting something like, I guess, dual cast or turbo to end it this turn before the Darkman comes back up?
Sure.
Oh no, we have the genetic algorithm.
We want
there.
genetic. We want genetic.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. If we wanted to kill here, I think we could do it. I'm explicitly looking for the not kill state. This is perfect.
I'm just gonna set
Play
myself
creative
up.
if you wanted to be crazy. Oh no, smart. That was really smart. That was good. We're already at full health too. Bingo.
Yeah, so no need to wait for the defragment, and that's enough.
Oh yeah, and we generated a loop there. I actually think that this cool-headed is worth considering.
Yes. I'm very happy to take it. It is draw positive. We do have the ability to... hang on. How much draw positivity do we need at this point?
Not much. It's not so much about the draw. It's literally just the frost. If we were thinking about getting more better hold cards, I mean, the force fields are always a solid way to have a burst block turn, but I don't think we need much more of that. It's just a chance to generate an orb, and I think the cool-headed comes out slightly ahead of Cold Snap.
Okay. Do we want to replace the Flex Potion with a Skill Potion? Based on the
We have a
fact that
Core Surge, so the Flex Potion is kind of crazy in that it is actually 10 damage. It might be the other way.
After the Core Surge, but yeah, okay. Like, this, to me, this is like push for a kill on a single turn with 10 extra damage rather than anything else, but... Sure.
Which I think is more frequently relevant than 4 strength, at least in the hallway fights. Oh no. Oh god. Wait, it's really bad. How did it pick these things?
It sucks, but...
You think?
Is it Surge? Because think about it. Like, we've got 1 turn at the start of the Heart fight to play the Surge and still benefit from it. We've so far missed on other things that we would want to benefit from the Surge being played.
But Surge is decent damage and an artifact, and we have Dead Branch, and it triggers Dead Branch. So it's okay, right? Because it's generating us cards that we can then take advantage of the artifact with. This is really, really rough, because losing our only source of focus is pretty brutal. This is like the worst falling that I could imagine. I struggle to imagine a worse falling here.
Maybe if the skill was Apotheosis, but even then...
Yeah.
There is so much of this deck upgraded that...
I guess let's think about it this way. What can we not afford to lose? If we lose multicast, can we win?
I personally don't think so. I think that's what gets us through the boss fights.
And the elite
not the
fights
hard,
too,
at
right?
least.
Like multicasting for Giant Head is the way that we push out enough damage.
Yes.
If we lose Core Surge, can we win? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If we lose Defragment, can we win? Yes. Okay. Which one cost us more life? Or which one's more important in the heart fight?
I think the defrag's more important in the heart fight. Core Surge would have to turn up in the first turn, and we have an innate card already.
Okay. Core Surge is out.
That's
so rough.
I don't relish it at all.
No, I don't relish that either.
Give
That
me
is
a
brutal.
Core Surge. Ooh. Ah, it's strength for the cards that we don't have that would use it.
It's okay. We can courier the next shop, right? And the next shop will have the membership card in it or something.
Oh, I got my fingers extremely crossed for that one, but at the
Very
very least,
crossed.
we're going to want to...
Do you want a chill that's on sale too? It's a 0-cost exhausting card.
Yep.
Love it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Honestly, I think that was like a fine shop.
It's more than good enough. We have opportunities for shops later as well, still.
If you play Electro on this turn, we may not be able to get the genetics. So maybe we just block on this turn and hold Electro with Runic Pyramid?
With 2 exploders on the field?
Yeah, because when we play Electro, they die. It's Electro Plus.
But how are we getting back to Electro? There's no
It's staying in the
hologram
hand.
left in the deck.
We have Runic Pyramid. Silly.
Oh, God.
It's that boss relic we took.
Forgot that we had that.
It is literally impossible to remember things in this game. I've been saying this all night.
It does seem like that might be useful, I guess. So, fair enough. Let's get that defend back, I guess.
That's awesome. How will we get back to this card? This is such a thing, though. I think when people only watch this game, it's easy to imagine that the brain is a perfect repository of information, but in fact, it's a sieve.
Oh, it's a leaky
Especially,
bucket, my man.
It is a leaky bucket, especially when you're looking at these things so much. Okay, wait.
You
is
have
there
to
a
get
way-
cards out of hand and fission, right?
We've got a genetic. We've got to find a way to kill these two and genetic. Can we? Does it involve meteor? Do we just meteor one to death
What?
and then fission? Meteor strike. It's in the hand.
Huh? No. We empty the hand and then we use fission for draw 3. Then we can
Okay,
figure
but-
out, because it'll give us the energy back to Meteor Strike if we want to. But then we can figure out whether or not we need to, because a single genetic algorithm blocks us from both of these.
Oh God, you're right. We're the best around. And
Nothing ever going to keep
no
us down.
orb is
right?
ever going to keep us down. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about it that way, but now I have.
3 draw.
4 draw. Core Surge is back.
There's our block at least. Strike you cool-headed for the other one. Don't get it. Can we
This
play
seems
enough
like it's
cards?
working out.
Hang on.
Yeah, just keep on going. Just keep on keeping on. Why stop now?
There we go.
We
Boom.
have so much to live for. Now we can play Electro. It's game over. Accidentally 120 block.
And 3. I just love those 3 force fields in hand. Like, I'm ready when you need me. Channel 2 dark for each orb slot. Why would that be useful?
No, it's so good. It's so much better than it feels like it is. It's surprisingly strong. This potion is I slept on this potion for a long time. It's an instant evoke all and it's instant scaling damage. It's like a heart killer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm on top of it. It's just like, it seems
I know,
like
it's
it's
weird.
just gonna do an extra 12 damage. Like 12? Wait, hang on. What comes in 6? 18 damage.
Well, but they're not going to come in at 6 because we're going to produce some focus. We kept our defragment. So they come in a little higher. Or do they still come in at 6?
They come in 6. They grow
Yeah.
at a faster rate.
So you need capacitor is what makes it really come online. I always forget that Dark Orb comes in at 6 no matter what. It's kind of an interesting interaction.
We have another force field here, also on sale.
Kind of tempting, isn't it? It's a solid hold.
We can cut that at the absolute least.
What about Dramatic Entrance? Does it have a place in the deck?
I mean,
What about-
if nothing else, it is an innate card that exhausts, right? 0 cost, deals 3 damage, deals 6 damage rather to everyone.
What about Heat Sinks?
is this better, or rather, is the average card plus 6 damage AoE better than the average card in our deck already?
God, no, I don't think so. I think the deck is really good. If I were buying Dramatic Entrance here, it might be to be able to dig for Panacea, which is a funky interaction. I don't know that that's worth the gold. Potion of Capacity seems like a hold to the heart, right?
Yeah.
Drop
Just
a skill
drop
pot.
a skill for it. Love it.
Yeah, yeah. Do we buy like a toy ornithopter here, not because we need more sustain, but to see what's under it? Yeah. Do you want to buy an Orichalcum?
That would be for rebound and strike. It would hit 2 cards in the entire deck for a total of plus 6 damage. I don't think so.
Oh no, not Whetstone. Orichalcum.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the Whetstone so much that when you said that, I heard Whetstone.
They're very similar shapes. There we go. There we go.
Take the
Do
force
we
field
even
and
need
peace out.
those? Sure. We bought a bunch of like really good block mechanisms in a deck that accidentally blocks for 120.
I mean, but like
Unclear if worth.
it's fine if we have too much block, because it would be nice if, you know, the second hand we don't draw any genetic algorithms, but guess what? Horncleat's in there. Horncleat's got our back.
And you know what? I like this Fossilized Helix a lot, specifically for the Heart Fight, where we can play Boot Sequence on turn 1 to keep from taking chip from Beat of Death, and if turn 2 is the big hit, we've got it covered. It's a solid relic. It was a good dig. It took us 2 relics to get there, so probably that was worth.
So the cards that
Fission
we would
upgrade
play
is the one I really
would
like.
be, Darkness, Static Fission, White Noise. Okay, I like it.
Fission or White Noise, either of which. Yeah, Fission's not as important as it would usually be. It's usually just ditching some lightning, but I think it's still good. Oh,
Lost that hand, we'll find something else.
Oh, way worth. Big old White Noise value. More storming. Aggregate it's live. It's happening. We're growing. Do we?
Can we even draw that much though? Yeah, it's not going to do an incredible amount. Yeah.
Well, no, we get Ink Bottle here too if you want to like hologram aggregate and then play it and.
Holo aggregate. Do that, and then Thunderstrike.
Do you just click it right now? How much does it do?
It's 10 by... It's 40?
That's damage.
You're right, it is damage. I thought we were going to be healing with that, but... It's damage this time.
I guess all we're doing is digging for darkness, huh?
Yeah, just get cards out of hand until we can get them.
Dig.
Is there ever a point where we want to just throw out one of these force fields?
Well, we play Electro for sure, because at this point, Thunderstrike is one of our potential mechanisms to win, especially with the Storm Live. Like, what is it at now? It's already at 6 or something?
It's... Yeah, it is exactly 6.
I'm surprised you would go Force Field over just playing the Defend there, since the Force Field will be free after our next.
Yeah, that's my bad. Oh,
that's all good.
There we go. Just want to make
I think these things won't matter. I think they. I think the meta goal of just making space in hand is the most important goal.
Okay.
Begin the branching.
Throw exactly that away. Wait, hang on. How much can we do with the darkness this turn? We could rebound darkness, seek it. We could rebound darkness, compile driver it. Not
Is there a turbo ahead of us?
No.
There's a fission. We could seek for fission to make enough energy to multiplay darkness. That's pretty rad. We would need some more space in hand, but we can get there. Force field's free if we want to just use that.
Fission, I guess it doesn't really matter.
This is funny.
I mean, compile driver afterwards would be an extra draw. So rebound dark. No, but if we rebound darkness and then fission to do the draw, no, we have to do fission first in order to get the energy.
Yeah. Why don't we go? I was going to say throw
it's
out
not going to
Force
matter
Field.
at this point.
It's not going to matter. Yeah, you're right. Chill. Compile gets to it. Play the darkness.
And then
wow. Play a genetic just to play it. Yeah. Next turn is play the other genetic, basically, and then just win.
Yep.
I would do a lot for one more turbo.
We are extremely done here.
Or an actual source of plasma, actually. I think I would take a fusion.
In this deck? Really?
Yeah, because we cycle orbs so quickly, and we've got multicast and fission to quick convert it. I think I would take. I mean, it would need to be upgraded, but we usually are able to do that.
As many cards out of hand as I can possibly get. The buffer takes it anyway, and we still didn't get it. Really? Multicast, please.
What about that Thunderstrike? How much damage does that do?
70.
Okay, we're close. Honestly. Oh gosh, we're about to take a lot of damage if we don't figure this out. Ah, turbo saves.
Yeah. Draw 2, no trader bottle. Stop
I suspect we're about to cycle some orbs.
It's fine.
We've got the kill here anyway, yeah. Nice.
Ooh.
I think we almost tunnel vision
another
too hard. I have taken one at this point and gotten a lot of value out of it.
Chaos is a non-zero chance of getting plasma, but also like a pre-upgraded Chaos, I never really hate.
It's not bad here, right? It feels okay.
Especially after we get the potion of capacity up in the final fight, it feels like it's useful.
I think I'm barely overskip here on this, yeah. Just because of the kind of chances that it gives us.
Can't play that yet, can we?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think we can. We're not going to be here for very long. We're just trying to get to the genetic algorithm. As soon as we want to win, we can win.
Ooh, yeah. It's great. Discard a bunch of cards. Oh, we didn't even discard anything. Oh, we discarded a genetic, but we can get it back with the whole hologram.
And now we're into the Seek. Ooh, can we Seek Turbo and Apotheosis and like really just get this hand online?
We could Seek Turbo and Electrodynamics and just destroy them on 2 liners.
We need every genetic. We must always genetic.
Do we though? So both of them are currently blocking for more than the largest attack from anyone except for the heart.
Yeah, they've got to grow larger. What if we get calipers?
Okay.
Never, ever, ever give up on your training montage. In that case, then, is it just Electrodynamics and the other genetic? And then just next turn we win and we play our genetics or whatever?
How about we just take those and then next turn we win?
Let's chill. Chill down. Okay, cool. And next turn we have double energy. Ooh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Because the Apotheosis makes it free 99. And there's a turbo! Okay. How many cards can we click? That's the new challenge.
At least that many. No more genetic algorithm in there. We did go past that one. We can get it back with a hologram. We can go genetic algorithm, and then just get anything to the front and multicast it to the kill. I mean, Melter.
It's begun. The algorithm. Oh Jesus.
Algorithmic?
No, I wanted to say a fake word, which was going to be algorithmizing, the making of algorithms, that which pertains to algorithmic consideration. We got a gremlin horn?
Algorometry.
It can't be said.
You know what? That's good enough.
GG. Close enough. 168 block.
It's good-ish enough. There we go.
Do you think that this is a strong deck?
I think it might be.
There it is. It's
take
here.
Yeah.
I would have clicked on that
hand,
instantly. Yes. I would have clicked on that so fast. We're still missing a key. Okay, no big deal. Yo,
it's too much energy. We have nothing we can do with it though.
But what? Okay, just play the darkness then.
Yeah,
and
we only
do it
get
next turn when we have cards. Okay, sure. I had this moment to where I believed in the heart of the cards to produce like a skim with that double energy.
If Turbo also exhausted, I would have been on board.
Yeah. It begins.
Quickly get all the energy. I'm just gonna amplify that.
Oh no! Genetics.
Yep. We're going straight past it. Goodbye, genetics.
No, we can double force field. We can wait. We can stay. We can chill. We have the chance to wait. If we chill right now, they don't die. And then they won't die. And it draws us cards with Gremlin Horn. And
I
that
like
draws us cards. It's happening.
Get that. I'm just gonna run out of cards in hand. It's gonna be fine.
Keep going. Vision. Keep going. Don't stop. No reason to stop. We're gonna draw
Kill
through
you
the whole
for an
deck.
extra draw. There we go. Skim again.
A
Seek,
little bit of
found
that.
him.
We'll seek into these.
There you go. Just finish him with a rebound. No need to go too fancy on that one.
Do you want this Tempest?
I do. If we're doing that many double energy turns, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did we put a double energy in this deck, or did you just make one? You just made one, right?
I think I made one there, but
Yeah.
I mean, please
Dead
be a
Branch
shot.
is Dead Branch the greatest thing ever created by mankind?
It's
I know there's
so
all these
damn
like
good.
modern wonders of the world or whatever, but Stick might be the best.
Modern wonders of the world? Like what? Have the ancient Egyptians even seen a dead branch? I'm not gonna take their opinion on it.
It occurred to me in one of those previous turns that it may be called Dead Branch not because it's a stick, but because of the rapidly branching lines of play. I don't know. I'd never thought about that before.
Or the branch on which you were up until you got the dead branch. That's dead.
It's dead. You're on a new branch.
Exactly. Turn over a new branch.
So it's not the stick itself that's dead, but it's your previous life path.
Yes.
Which has died.
You have been remade in the, frankly, better image of the dead branch. Dark branch.
The Dark Branch. This is like a weird youth fantasy novel or something. Welcome to Dark Branch.
I could see that coming to Netflix.
Yeah. A Netflix near you. That would be the weirdest, like, post-reality when Netflix goes in an age to where everybody is just so excited to go to the box office. Netflix goes to the theater. Does that already exist? Where's Genetic Algorithm? Is it in this deck?
I wouldn't pass it by them. Yeah, there's two of them.
Uh-oh.
I'm certain they're in there somewhere.
We'll get to them this turn, hopefully.
Here we go. Got him.
We got him. You don't care at all.
I mean,
It's fine. It's fair to not care. It's fair.
That one
It's
is
fun to
very
click
much
these
like
cards.
I thought I was dealing with the sides, and then the Reptimancer was suddenly out of health.
We just got very strong. So do you want to take a hologram to get even stronger? I really do think that you can just slap turbos and holograms into this deck, and each one makes it stronger. I'm serious.
How many more holograms do we need, though? We're already holding the cards that we don't want to play in hand, so it's the cards we want to play repeatedly, I guess?
Yeah, exactly. Like being able to turbo over and over and over again and do that turn.
Okay.
And worst case, you hit it unupgraded and it makes you a card.
I'm gonna take it.
I like key here, yeah. Yeah, because otherwise I'll forget. But honestly, we want to see what the card is, because if it drops us a really good rare, we might want to upgrade
Exactly.
it.
I mean, the madnesses do give us the possibility for an
Do you want to do
infinite.
it?
We would have to generate the all for one somehow, though.
We
Or we
can
can
just
use
infinite with 2
holograms.
holograms. Yeah, and if we get a letter opener, that's also infinite damage. And the madness makes more cards. We should do it.
Sure.
Plus, we get to heal this health back anyway by just playing a couple cards. It's no big deal.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad at all. Keep the genetic for the next turn.
I think so. Do you play Das Boot here just to make a card?
Yeah. I kind of want to do that because especially if it gives us an orb, then I'll fission and just dig.
Yeah. Aggregate is energy for next turn, maybe. Just wait,
yeah.
I think.
Boss.
Plus, if we get aggregate, it becomes... Or sorry, if we get apotheosis, this aggregate is even more energy.
Oh my god. We've got aggregate and turbo in the same hand as well as Tempest, so we just need double energy to turn up, please. Generate from something.
And then just really hit him for 1 damage at a time.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, on a different turn, not this turn.
Yeah, okay, that's fair, that's fair. I like that line, though. Honestly,
We just hold.
just hold, right? Although, I challenge you to play the genetic algorithms in this fight. That's the only challenge. That's the only challenge. You got to play the genetic algorithms, and then you can do whatever you want with that Tempest.
Handlock teak. Okay.
We're going to find it. We can get there with just a little bit of careful consideration.
We'll find
And a
some
vision or
space
two.
here, I
We'll
think.
find our way.
On.
It's working.
The Seeks will turn up, and then it'll be useful.
Yeah, Seek will solve this. It's all good. Oh, multicast. Get turbo multicast, and then what? Then do we have a hologram target to get more draw?
No.
New. What I would do for a skim.
Still
good.
leave some space.
Actually, and turns like this.
All right, we got
perfect. Perfect.
To seek genetic and. Did we draw past a
We
genetic?
played the other one. We
Oh,
played it on turn 2. Yeah, we're clean. Good looking out. Good looking out.
And just leave this.
Now, how do you choose to end this poor soul?
I mean, we could go for the cool-headed, and then another cool-headed, and then turbo, and just blow
Does
them up
literally
with the
just
multicast?
Tempest win, and then your ink bottle's on 9? Can you just play Tempest and win this turn?
So that yeah.
I think
Ooh.
so, right? Maybe? Almost?
Wait. No, regardless of whether or not we can, the buffer saves us. So.
Right.
It's a
And we get
situation
energy
of
back.
Do it. There we go.
Oh my gosh, and then we win next turn.
Yep.
Blink, blink, blink. Nice. Das gut.
Not needed.
None of those cards exhaust, and therefore they're irrelevant to our strategy.
White noise?
Sure.
Cool. Alright, this
dig it.
fight shouldn't be that
Energy upgrades are value for us.
bad. Oh my god, both in the opening hand?
That's a lot.
We should block this opening attack at the absolute least. It's just
Let's
this
try to do it with
would
boot.
have a possibility of boot.
Boot sequence, yeah.
Oh right, yeah. See if we can
Could-
get it from this.
Yeah. Boot. Boot? Well, how will boot? That's fair. Chaos
That's-
could maybe help us get there. 2 frost orbs and a
double frost?
defend.
Come on. No.
Kind of similar. Okay, so
hang on. The genetic algorithm blocks 62. Currently,
Right.
we would. What is the best damage that can be blocked by a buffer, right? Because the most appalling attacks from the enemy are largely multi-attacks after it gets buffed. So do we just
Right.
keep the genetic algorithm?
yeah, maybe literally just play out defend here to get it out of the way, or play like the unupgraded Tempest
Yes.
here to get it out of the way and use the buffer. Yeah, I think that's very fair. We're just digging, anyway.
Don't need to throw beam cell yet.
Yeah, and I kind of like it, right? It helps us get a good clock turn.
Ooh.
Are we gonna try to do any madness shenanigans in this fight? I don't really think we need to, but it would be hilarious.
I think it would actually be like more dangerous to try and set up madness shenanigans
Yeah.
than to just throw
Yeah.
it away.
Than to just win, right? And it's a card draw.
It's 21.
Wow, we're almost full blocking already.
Let's purge the madness and see what we get.
Sure.
Don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so if we
I
do want to
mean-
block again, it is another genetic algorithm, unfortunately.
We just play the 1 defend, and we're close enough. Take a bit of damage.
Oh, right, yeah, we're not saving the buffer anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to also Beam Cell Strike Rebound, set us to 8.
I like it.
4 cards next turn.
I like it.
Good.
Once we find our powers and get them set up, we've got at least 2 blocks fully covered.
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
What would be our
Nice.
4th?
This is defrag.
We
It
draw
feels
a
like
card.
Tempest is a way to win, isn't it? Oh yeah.
If
I think
nothing
we
else,
play
it burns
Apotheosis
the
first
dark.
always, right? I think that's always first. Do you ever?
Turbo
Cool.
to just not do anything?
So I was actually thinking about Turbo being involved with the winning line with like just a Tempest for the kill, but I suspect you're setting up to multicast with Dark Orb, right?
Yeah.
In which case it gets a little tricky here because we can't use Cool-Headed or any of our other sources of orbs, which is going to make us feel a little hand-locked. So in that case,
Crazy Pitch?
okay.
We only play 1 card next turn, Genetic Algorithm Pass. If it's Dangerous turn, or we just play
Yeah,
something else.
perfect.
'Kay.
So we're just going to take 26 this turn?
Oh, I was thinking about playing Genetic and and a defrag, but we could do that.
I
That
don't think
gives
we
us
need
2
to take
cards played
26.
next turn. Wait, it'd be 20, right? We do have the Orichalcum at least.
Maybe play genetic here and play one first before defrag to see what it makes for us. Yeah. That's really awesome to see, actually.
Don't know if it goes down yet, though.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I agree.
Oh, oh no. Again.
Yeah, this might be okay. We can hologram back a Dark Orb. You know, to get a little bit of Frost online here would go a long way, especially with Capacitor. This could be a good clock turn. The Dark Orb will be slightly behind, but as we're generating more cards, we have chances to, you know, like loop some Frost and just really simplify this fight.
Okay.
We've got a Cool Headed in hand. We've got Capacitor in hand. And there's the Hollow. That's dope.
What, 27 incoming from the enemy this time?
Hmm.
Do we pop the genetic, or do we want to try and reach this with other sources, cycling like Cool Headed and stuff?
I think we can get pretty close with other sources. Yeah, because we've got Turbo in hand too to accelerate. Capacitor, Cool-Headed, Turbo, Hollow. We're going to see a lot of kind of incremental, incidental block here
There's
as we're
another
setting
turbo
everything
as well.
up.
Did we go past any? No powers.
Oh, we made that dark with a Chaos. Well, that's okay. We'll play another Chaos on this turn. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Oh, yeah, bring back a Chaos, play that.
Yeah.
So what, that's not enough energy left over? Hang on, this gives us 3. We'd have the ability to play a Force Field afterwards, at least?
Yeah. And
Like
that's solid. Here's the Dark Orb. And actually, a full block. So,
And the Dark Orb is in a position where we have the ability to use the darkness to still give it an extra trigger
Yeah.
of its passive. And now that we have the extra focus, like, it's not as far behind the previous one as I was fearing.
I think there's a lot of... I think this deck is strong enough and is expressive enough that there are a lot of really effective paths. So I'm trying to kind of align my brain with the win with the Dark Orb path, because I think I almost went straight into the just evoke a ton of orbs, we're going to win path. But I think that we can babysit this Dark Orb and win.
Take a small amount of damage this turn, 3. Leave us with 4 cards played next turn, possibly.
What's left that we want to play? White Noise.
White Noise, I want multicast in hand, and I want darkness in hand as well.
So then we could clock turn here if we wanted to seek and play the White Noise and see what it made.
Oh, right. So clock without using the turbo. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So we're still high optionality.
White Noise. We want to
Maybe Hollow?
hold the
Yeah.
fire. Well, there's the multi at least.
That's good.
White Noise doesn't get us 2 cards at this point unless we play something else out.
Yeah, that's a good
One's
point.
enough. Double damage!
That's
No,
our
Hollow!
win. No, it's okay. We have Hollow. Yeah, we could Hollow double energy here, and then we have Turbo double energy, and that's hilarious. And then we just play Tempest and say screw our original plan.
Are we going for the screw of the original plan? Because I'm still trying to get the Dark Orb to the front. I'm like, can I unupgrade this electrodynamics so that I can just play it
So
for
that
2?
I can just, yeah. That's funny. We can get there with a clever Tempest if we wanted to.
Yeah,
Tempest on 1 energy.
I think at this point it's just Tempest.
Do like a dual cast compile driver situation. Are we gonna try to win on this turn?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's what I assumed you meant. With like, are we going this turn? Like,
Oh,
yeah.
well then, okay, so I guess we turbo double energy then. Can we win? Is it gonna be enough? It's 12.
Look, I'm gonna turbo and compile driver because there are a
Okay.
couple cards left in that deck that I've still got my eye on. Okay, there we go.
Sure.
The recursion just came up.
Recursion, double, but that's not quite a kill.
Double energy.
Unless the double is free.
Yep.
Still not lethal, actually.
Yes, it
But
is.
we have bullseye. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? Can you
33
afford to
damage
play-
by 10.
Can you afford to play genetic?
No, 33 damage by 10. It would have been
was
exactly short by like 17. Doubt that.
But then the lightning orbs. But it doesn't.
Oh,
matter. Lightning orbs, bullseye. The one genetic algorithm is gonna show back up. We're gonna be sitting eating dinner one night
mm-hmm.
with the blizzard howling outside, and the genetic algorithm will walk up to us, in a cloak full of moth holes and remind us how we left it behind that one turn
And
against the Time Eater.
as it does that, I am going to shut the door and go, good riddance. You were big enough.
You'll take the cloak off and you'll be like, wait, but you're already level 70. What are you complaining about? You're already so strong.
It's kind of like...
You forgot me behind, but you have an ultimate level sword. What are you worried about?
It's kind of like Jeff Bezos being like annoyed at being shortchanged. It's like, what do you want? You still have all of the block.
You still have it all.
I kind of like, I don't know about this one at all. Maybe chill for the fight we're about to go into. Static.
Static. So if our draw is whack, but we get static early, we can get more damage against the Act 4 elites and against the heart.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool things that we can do here. Yo, those thorns pots are so much
16.
Would you ever just go crazy and buy double thorns pots? What is the one potion we keep for the Act 4 elites? Dupe?
Ooh, dupe? I was gonna keep the potion capacity and keep that for the heart, but if we are gonna use the 12 thorns,
it's hilarious.
In the heart fight, maybe we don't need that and we keep the dupe potion.
12 thorns? Oh my god. Wait, what Ascension is this? This is Ascension 3. So heart is still a 12 times attack, right?
Yes.
It's not a 15 until next.
So 144.
100 plus the one more, 156 per cycle.
Yep.
That's so crazy. But that's so much damage. Be like silent. That's amazing.
Let's cut that strike. Who needs it?
Do you want that storm? There's a storm coming.
So the yes is exclusively because it makes, without any exhaust dead branch generation, it makes the force fields cost 0. Oh no, wait, we have the white noise as well. I don't know. I don't know about that.
The reason I think it's okay is we're looking to just accelerate our damage really rapidly against the Act 4 elites, and evoking a bunch of lightning is a way to do that. At the same time, maybe that's one more card which isn't electrodynamics.
I think it is one more that's not electrodynamics at this point.
Sure, let's just go. I can't believe we bought double Thorns Pot. That's so amazing. That's such a like hate play against the heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's a term from some games, right?
Yeah.
I don't usually use it because I try just like, I think the word hate is overused in general, but hate draft I think is kind of clever.
Yeah, I have seen like the calling things bad or garbage, the command that you have set up for that. I do like that in particular because I do think that people have kind of played into that terminology long enough that it's really devalued the use of it. And
yeah,
I kind of want, you know, in rare circumstances, I want something stronger than hate because in this environment,
because now that doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
Right.
This mildly inconvenienced me. That doesn't. I always
because
had a
that's
big
really
thing.
what it is. It's a card game. Oh man, this is an interaction which is not the strongest in the game. Do you really hate it? You don't.
Yeah. I've had a long thing for a past couple of years, which has caused a lot of difficulty, a lot of social difficulty, which is I will say don't like and dislike to mean two different things, two very specifically different things. And people will hear one and they will go, you mean dislike? And I'm like, no, I do not like it. That does not mean I don't like it. That doesn't mean I dislike it, rather.
Oh wait, okay, but you got to explain now because I feel like I'm listening through a kaleidoscope. So you got to help me out.
I misspoke in that, which may contribute to the possible failing of this. But it means I have no positive like towards this to say I don't like it. That doesn't imply that I dislike it necessarily. Which
it's just that there's no positive. It's almost more of a neutral.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, 100%. It literally means to me, at the absolute least. I have no interest in this. Well, but
whereas
not even
dislike
no interest.
Means active. Yeah, got it.
Actively disliking something. And I think like part of the reason I'm so specific about that is because I want that. I want this separation of this is the strongest admonishment I can provide something. This is a small admonishment. This is no admonishment. This is, you know, obviously favor. This is strong favor.
Right, right. You want a continuum of your feelings towards something instead of just best, worst.
We don't need everything to be superlative, right? We can just
Right.
have average. I've been on a thing. I've been on a kick recently defending the mediocre. Like, just this sushi isn't the best sushi I've ever eaten, but it's fine. It's
still
okay.
sushi. Yeah, I'm still eating it. Yeah, I like that. I'm into it. So do you want to pop off on this turn? Start playing turbos and then just go. We have ink bottle too.
Do we keep the dupe potion for the final fight, or do we have it so solved with these that we play the dupe potion here and like double electro?
Looking at this hand, I'm fairly certain that we can afford to keep all of our potions because I think you can literally just play turbo and then start digging. And we have holograms to make more turbos, and like there's a lot that we can do here. And we have a bunch of cards that exhaust too.
Oh yeah. Still number 1. Okay, just an extra card, I guess, at that rate.
I think it's turbo plus, right? Because we're just going to keep playing these holograms and they're going to keep making cards.
I am just trying to make certain that I don't overflood at any point.
Sure.
Alright, let's hold it back to the same turbo again. Or cool-headed? We do have some energy and we've got another turbo in here.
Yeah, maybe 1 cool-headed plus here. I like that.
God, we're not getting the most powerful cards.
Not yet. But we've still got a lot more card plays. Apotheosis is great.
It's a good one. Unfortunately, it does mean the holo is no longer giving us extra cards back, though.
I think that hologram is now our turbo plus one more time, right? I think.
Sure.
And we've got only 4 cards until we get another ink bottle, which is worth trying to play around. Are we going to turn around?
Are we going to turn around?
This is a very, like, I'm really liking this because it's such a evolutionary turn.
6/16, another 16. Yeah, we're not going to be able to take the Spire Spear down this turn.
That's what you're trying to do. And we have the 1 buffer stack, which is kind of cool. Which, honestly, I mean, we could just buffer the back attack and then take 12. It's not the end of the world, but I really do think that there's a way to get out of this without taking any major damage. Once we turn around, this goes down to, what, like the 30s? And then we've got a force field here that we can play out. Pretty strong.
Right.
Oh, fission. Keep going.
Keep going. It's not done yet.
Keep going. It's not over yet. There's the genetic. We did it.
You are allowed to die when I say you are allowed to die.
Well, maybe we will get the kill this turn.
We played the other genetic, right?
Block. Yeah, we played them both.
Okay, cool.
Chouse. Oh, the 1-off.
I'm just giving some more time to taunt them.
Here. Yeah, just consider your life. Briefly. Madness saves. GG.
What the hell was that? Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
This card says empty your hand of 1 card whilst preventing Beat of Death.
But then, is that actually any better than just having not drawn it?
Some cards are very sticky in our hand, and I find often that I want to play extra cards to get them away.
Right. So this is very, very semantic, but your draw is exactly the same. You've just inserted 1 Steam Barrier that you can play for free. So it only matters if the extra block matters.
Yep. Good point.
Well, I actually might have taken it. Just to have that extra block, but I feel okay that we didn't. Are you going to wait to play him until after like a big hit or something?
No.
Because a Toy Ornithopter? No, we don't care.
I just want them active.
Do you want to dupe pot the white noise?
I was thinking of possibly holding it until after the white noise to see what it got. But if nothing else, do we not want... Wait, hang on. Because dupe pot dupes the next 2 cards twice, right? So...
Yeah. And what if it gives us double echo form or something? That's insane. That's so strong.
Okay.
We get 2 chances to see powers.
Loop. Double loop. Wait, does that... We're not. Loop isn't our game plan anymore, is it?
It's a game plan. I kind of like. Well, double heat sinks is probably too much. Yeah, I like double loop here. Seems legit.
I guess at this point we're not playing electrodynamic. Oh no, wait, hang on. That darkness, electrodynamics for 2.
Yeah, might as well. Honestly,
Seek.
wow. We could have even seeked there if we wanted to keep going, but it's just a strong turn.
We shall find already. Ooh, gotta love it. Force field for almost nothing there.
Do we seek before Apotheosis so that we can upgrade the card that it generates?
Yes.
Cool.
It's just, what are we seeking? Defrag and static, just get those cards out.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's quite good. And we got a turbo in hand, so.
Yeah, so we'll
Oh
have
my
the
God.
ability to also play reinforced or genetic to... Oh, wait, this one's 0 genetic. Maybe we should get the other genetic then, because this is 36 incoming this time.
It's okay, because we'll have static discharge. We might actually want to... Well, do we care about buffering the next hit? Honestly, we've got genetics in the deck.
Mhm.
I think that we can afford to generate a bit of lightning here and kind of accelerate. Oh, and we have thorns? Okay, maybe we do want to block this and save our buffer, because we have double thorns, so nothing matters because we do 1,000,000 damage for free.
Yes.
So just pick whatever feels nice, and hopefully has a little block.
Apotheosis and genetic.
Nice.
Turbo through, like...
You want to keep going,
Storm
play some
Defrag.
cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty in. It's okay to pop that darkness. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not our game plan for this one. Ooh, madness.
Yeah. What you gonna hit?
Genetic.
Free 0 value genetic algorithm. You should play it out. You should play it out just because it's literally no block. Get a card out of it. I guess.
Throw away the multicast as well. No need for that. It's not how this one runs.
It's too bad that the madness didn't end up getting to an infinite. It could have if we needed to, I think. If we needed to win that way, we could try to win that way.
I wonder if it would be just... Like, it's definitely helped by having the pyramid, but the amount of other cards that we're holding, as well as the generation of extra cards with the dead branch, makes
Feels
it
weird.
so hard.
Yeah. But it's just like, what is that giving us? It's just giving us victories, right? So it's all good.
Okay, and then Hollow can't bring that back. Didn't
Madness
get the
for us
second
in this
genetic.
deck is just card draw more than anything,
Mm.
which I think made it worth it.
Oh yeah, I definitely think it was worth it. And just anything.
Is there any other like setup, or did we want to like hologram a turbo? I think this is fine.
Yeah.
Can't believe how much damage the double thorn. I've never done that. We feel like silent. It's Caltrop's defect.
Oh, it is indeed Caltros. Sometimes I wish I actually put titles on these episodes because
Yeah,
it'd be
you could say
so
clever
good.
stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
You could make a hint, a little bit of illusion as to what's going to happen in the run, that kind of thing.
Light teaser.
Yes, I prefer them be light teasers, but I also know that on YouTube, like, straight up, like, telling people what happens in the final fight is the better thing to do. Just straight
Really?
up statistically.
Spoilers sell.
Yeah, it makes more people watch it. Like, telling people that, like, I did 2,000 damage to the heart in a single turn, people will watch it to watch how you did it. I
There was
don't
a
like that. That's a spoiler, in my opinion.
There's
but
a giant study from, I say giant study, it's not a giant study. There was a study done at Berkeley that determined that in most cases, light spoilers actually do make us enjoy things more, which totally struck me as completely ridiculous as well. But as I read through, it kind of made sense, because what they were saying is, when you have some idea of where things are going and there's a major thing to kind of hang your hat on intellectually, it gets you excited about how you might get there. And you're more invested in the individual things that happen, knowing that they're going to lead towards some kind of major payoff. So light spoilers actually, by research, suggest that we like things more when we've been spoiled a bit as to what happens.
Huh.
And having said that, there will still be someone who says, I know that this study said that, but it's not true for me. And I won't dispute it. There may be anomalies. But
Almost certainly.
I
Like,
thought
it's
that
not
was
gonna
really
be
interesting.
one size fits all, but that is really interesting, because I do tend to think of it like as what impact would this have on the end product for the people
Right.
watching. And just knowing that there's a little bit of a push in a direction that it would be not necessarily known to be at the time, but possibly useful to some.
Yep.
It makes me a little less apprehensive about it. I'm still pretty apprehensive about doing that at any point, though.
You should ultimately run the show the way that you want, of course. Oh wow, Thunderstrike is out here wilding. You hit the Thunderstrike? What if it had?
It's 210 damage.
It's crazy. It's so much damage.
All right, we got this.
I think we win with it next turn.
Oh, do
no,
we want to win with the Core Surge that came back? The Prodigal Core Surge?
The Core Surge that went through the blizzard alongside the rich genetic algorithm, but had actually been forgotten. We should win with this Core Surge. That seems important. How do we do it? The Thunderstrike is just gonna lay there, wishing that we would cast it. It's 210 damage. That's so crazy.
So Compile gets us the next 2 cards, then we can Turbo, play out a bunch of... yeah, we can do this.
Yeah, we're close. Oh, Sundial. Cool. Nice proc. Charles.
Rebound. Use Skim to get it back.
Mavoid.
There we go. Who needs energy? We've got to kill this turn.
There it is. Good Core Surge. It came full circle. It was really dedicated. It was quite committed to us.
Oh, it wasn't gonna miss that fight for anything. What that was like the fantasy where you lose, like there's a fellowship, for lack of a better word, and one of them is lost along the way. Some sort of a circular object, I imagine.
Right.
And one of them is lost along the way, and then at the scene in Mount Doom, dropping all pretense, one of them just comes back, like Boromir turns up in the scene in Mount Doom.
You got shot 20 times. Yeah, but this is very dramatic.
Frodo, I had to help you destroy the ring. Hell yeah.
Oh
I mean, I
gosh.
guess that does happen. Golem's there.
Golem's there. There's all sorts of leaving and coming back to the Fellowship. That's like a trope. That's a motif. And this Core Surge was ready to share the load.
I love how many times I will catch a reference from you and I'm like, I need to think of the next line. I need to be able to respond in the same reference.
He's a thief, Mr. Frodo.
I can picture Samwise's face just like with that kind of like sadness of what you
sad
him,
me.
not me.
I have done nothing but tend your garden for hundreds of Hobbit years.
Yeah.
And you would choose that. Oh man, my partner. So one of my favorite scenes in The Lord of the Rings is actually where Gollum is about to get basically imprisoned by the humans. He's down in a riverbed and he's like catching a fish and he's kind of happy because he's been having this interaction that's pretty positive with Frodo and he's singing.
Yes, this is
You remember this scene?
With Faramir before Minas Tirith.
Tasty dish, good to eat.
And this is like the most hilarious moment in any movie to me. And once every couple days in the middle of dinner, especially if we're eating fish, I'll start doing this. And my partner is like, Teak, please, listen. It's been years since we watched Lord of the Rings. Can it die?
It's too accurate. It's eerily accurate, is the thing.
It can't die. It's so much fun to do.
Very well done on the voice, I will say.
Thank you.
That point as well is where they're trying to, like, Faramir is even saying it at the same time, like he's a pitiable creature. They're trying to turn your ire, I guess, for Gollum at that point back to pity for Smeagol.
Yeah. It's humanized the character a bit. A little bit of empathy exercise.
Is
Speaking
that
of
one of the scenes
humanized-
that gets cut in the non-extended?
Oh God, I don't think so because I don't think I watched extended with Bevsies.
There might be
I have
more to
watched
that
the extended
scene
ones.
in the extended.
Yeah.
Because I know
Maybe
that's
the
one
song
of the
keeps
ones that was
going.
changed.
It turns into a bar shanty or something.
Yeah. Oh, he tours. He goes all around Middle
Right.
Earth with this is just like his one headliner.
A brief 30-minute aside of
He-
Gollum touring through the pint houses.
He comes back on. He's performing in the Prancing Pony, right? He comes back on
Right.
after his set and he's like, it's time for an encore, and sings the same one-hit song again.
Wait, but that's how concerts actually work.
How many bands have you seen that play the same song 2 times in a single concert?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
'Cause-
But a lot of like pop artists are kind of pulled up by a song. And then they'll play more of their repertoire. They won't just play the same song multiple times. Although I wouldn't be shocked if there's been an encore which was same song.
There have been. The thing is, I know that there are a couple of one-hit artists who, like,
Yeah.
they dine out on that song, and they might hate it, but
Yeah.
they perform
But
it
it's-
once in the show, once after
People
the
are
break,
excited about
and
it.
then once in the encore as well.
It's Mos Eisley Cantina. Just play same song. We want same song.
Exactly. It's done. Go again. Encore. Thank you, Sice Noodles, and whatever the heck the rest of the name of the gambit was.
Oh man. Hey, great run. This was dope and crazy powerful. A good reminder that Dead Branch is just one of the strongest things in the game.
Mhm.
Because it was our end game, right? Like we had Apotheosis, it did good work all the way through the mid game and into the end game too. We had a couple good abilities, electrodynamics carried hard, genetic algorithm was amazing as usual, right? Just solve a turns block. It's like Apparition without having to lose max HP. That's why it's so good. But by the end, it was just shove solid cards and exhaust effects into the deck along with energy and create all of our answers.
Yeah, the interesting thing about it is not only was it so impactful by the end, but before we picked it up, we were talking about, hey, this deck has basically everything we want. We don't know if there's anything else we really want to include at this point. And then Dead
Yeah.
Branch turned up, and all of our plans for the deck were just like, no, it has exhaust cards in it, Dead Branch time.
But we shouldn't pretend that we didn't buy double Thorns pots in the final shop with Sacred Bark. I have never done that. There were a few things that happened in this run that I've never done. I've never had 1,000 gold leaving Act 2 without I Am Rich. And I have never just rolled up with a 12 Thorns defect into the heart fight. That is hilarious.
What we're going to have to do now
strong.
is, in a future run, get the Corn Chip and 3 Thorns Potions. And then after that, we're going to have to get the Potion Belt and get 5 Thorns Potions in there.
Oh my god. And then we need Nightmare Caltrops. Infinite Thorns.
That's got to be exactly the progression. It's
Yeah,
exactly
we can't,
how it's going to happen.
no skip steps, because then we'll lose out on our cool spoilery titles.
So we're going to have to look for those in the next episode. Hey, Teak.
Hey, Raps.
I was just wondering if you would intuit the question.
Just start to just have awkward pauses at the end of the episode and see if other people can fill them out. Sing along with me.
A huge part of it was like, I mean, I've been corrupting the way that I say this over the course of the entire series from professional to non. Like, can I just utter sounds? I know that's what speech
You can.
is. But...
No, this is the give back to the regs. You know, this is what I do with the heart fight when you're, you know, having that dialogue with the heart. It just gets weirder and weirder every time. But to answer the question that you didn't ask, I am sneakyteak, and I do games like this over at twitch.tv/sneakyteak 6 days a week. You can find me there. There's also an empty YouTube channel that you can follow if you'd like, or subscribe, or hit the bell, or whatever it is that you do in this place. And actually, I think I'm gonna commit right here, because if I don't, it'll never happen. But before the end of this year, for sure, I will have content. That's a goal for me in 2020, so it's got to happen.
Hell yeah! And you know what? If you do hit that bell, you won't miss it. It's a good idea, I would say. Hey,
just when is it?
Quick question, actually, because we're talking about games like this. So I know that you were recently exploring the public beta for the Monster Train DLC, Friends and Foes.
Yes.
How are you feeling about it?
Super fun. I went 5 for 5 with the new champions, which at C25, which either indicates that I got very lucky, they're very strong, or I'm the best around and no one is ever gonna keep me down, or maybe a combination of those 3 things. But I really like it. It's a breath of fresh air. I like the alternate starter cards. I think that people are underrating Plink. It does require some enhancements, but I think it's a pretty expressive starting card. I think that all of the new starting champs are very, very good, and Lil Fade has the best name in the game, so I'm happy with it.
I haven't seen Little Fade yet. That's the only champion I haven't seen yet.
You got to try her out. She's pretty cool. She's got a cool kit.
I mean, look, I've seen the secondary cards because they were included in previous runs for me. So if anything is related to that, whew, because oh my god, Primordium was what the hell?
Why is it so strong? It's just 3 morsels in a trench coat, but it's actually so strong.
You can reform Primordial, and it works.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't get to do that. I just gave it superfood and won.
It's so messed up, especially if you get the secondary cards from the
Smart.
the reform folks there, the melting remnant. Anyhow, this is just talking about a different game at this point, but you can find gameplay for Monster
We
Train.
should do a Monster Train segment sometime. That would be fun.
I would love
I like
it.
that game a lot, and I'm playing it a lot on stream right now. So
Hell yeah. And that is in a circle, effectively, what I was trying to get to. He's currently playing that a lot on stream. If you're interested in looking for more of that content, because I know that I'm doing it as well, but I'm not necessarily doing it as often as I would like necessarily yet at this point. But you can find more gameplay for that over on sneakyteak.tv.twitch.com.
Twitch.sneaky.teak. That's right.
The right version will be in the description down below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, by the way, and hopefully we'll see you next week.